Hello, and welcome to another round. We are back with our quick cap, me and El Cid of Ready to Love, episode 8. You know what I'm saying? Where them exes at? Is your ex gonna be your next? Is your next gonna be your ex? We trying to figure it out. How y'all doing today? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Come on in. Make yourselves a seat. We're gonna put up the first round of thoughts right now. Girl, if you don't go somewhere with that smokers. No smokers allowed, baby. No smokers allowed. Okay. We're gonna get our first round of thoughts going on here. Come on in the building. If you are new here, do me a favor. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you are a regular, you already know what to do. Go ahead and drop them green hearts in the chat. Let me know you here. Hey, everybody. Welcome on in. Come on in. Let's go. Get up in here. Get in here. The doors is it's cold outside. Y'all let my good air out. Come on in. Shoot. Close the door behind you. What up, Elsie? How you doing today, girl?
I'm good. I'm good and tired. I had a nap though right before this episode.
Child, I need one. I'm about to be going all night. That dang it. Woo, child, I'm about to be off a Red Bull and I don't know what. We gonna figure it out in a second. Hey, Books with Kimberly. Hey, April Gangs. Hey, Gracie Miller. Hey, yes, it's cold outside. Close my door. Get inside and close the door, baby. We don't play that around here. You running my electric bill up. Hey, Grace Mercy Save. Hey, Alexis F. How y'all doing tonight? I'm gonna say it in the words of Erica Badu. Are y'all all right? Ladies, how y'all doing tonight? Fellas, is y'all all right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Elsie got her nap on, so you know. Nap Sid, that's her new name.
It was it was a forced nap. I woke up and realized I took a nap. It was one of those.
It's when a nap catches you, huh? You've been kidnapped.
Truly, truly. Woke up, honey, what time is it? It's like 7:45. Okay. I didn't miss it.
I needed a nap today. Shoot. I've been running and ripping and running since I've been up, child. Yes. I'm gonna hit y'all with all the old terms today too, you know. Let my good air out. Shoot. Get up in here. Now I gotta pour extra shots so we can warm back up. Let's go, y'all. Let's get up in here. So this is episode 8, child. We is almost at the finish line. I don't know who we gonna pick, but we down to 5 ladies and 6 men, I believe it was. And we meeting the exes. Would you bring your ex? I see you put that in the chat. Which one of your exes would you bring?
One, I wouldn't bring a real ex because I don't keep up with exes. We're not friends. There's a reason you're ex. X marks the spot where I left you. But I would bring someone I probably dated, but we, bet off as friends, but didn't get anywhere. That's who I'd probably bring, just to give the show something. But an ex, no, because there's a reason I left you, and I don't want to bring that into a new relationship. Sorry. Would you bring an ex?
For sure. Of course I would. I have no shame, baby. Come on. My exes still want me.
That's the problem. That's why I ain't bringing you around.
I want you to come because I know you're gonna get the best information for me. And I'm actually, even though I do have an ex that I know in all hearts of hearts, if we can go back in time, we would probably try it all over again. That's an ex. It's an ex. If we can go back in time, you know what I'm saying? We would try it all over again because it was nothing bad about the relationship. It was really just timing. So I don't know, but I know that will be the person I will bring. That would be the person I would bring because honestly, I know they still got my best interests at heart.
I only go back for seconds for food on a plate. If we
baby,
done,
it was food on a plate. Oh, it was a snack.
not a snack, a whole plate. Not a
Oh, no,
snack.
no, no, it was a snack. Okay.
Okay, no, no, no,
I
no,
don't fill myself up, you know what I'm saying? A girl, I'm a lady, you know what I'm saying? I got to leave room for dessert.
Oh no, you're having dessert.
Oh no, I am dessert, but I got to leave that room.
But no, I don't spin the block. I don't do seconds. There's a reason we are done. I'm not going back.
The
Not
funniest thing, that same ex I tried to spin the block on, but I have a thing. I have a thing. Once the initial genuine feeling of the relationship is gone, it's hard for me to like fully come back. So I spent the block, but it was just like a quick left something. Let me pick bye. It wasn't trying to get back in a relationship. I've done that one time, and that was with somebody I dated from high school. And then when we got into college, because we weren't really a relationship in high school, I figured in college we could try it, but then it was a little bit too much like on my head about being in a relationship. And I'm like, boy, I'm in college right now. So many fine things running around here. Leave me alone. When we together, we together. But you know, you don't live out here. So there's that like, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never seen a spin the block that worked. I've never seen it. I've seen people do it, but I've never seen any that worked.
My auntie is one. My auntie is one. But then it's like, it's that we dated high school. We both went our different ways for whatever reason and stuff. Not bad, not bad. Like I think he went off to military or something, and so she went off to college, and they both end up with different relationships, marriage, kids out of those relationships. Then some years later, after we're done with those relationships, we find each other again. They've worked.
And I know that, and I see the suggestions or the examples in the chat. But I can't go back if and that's my fire sign. If I scorch the earth and it's burnt, there is no growing back. There's none.
Come
It,
on,
it's
little
completely.
volcano. You got to be like a volcano with your fire. You just can't be tearing the earth up.
It is supernova on 10. Okay, it can't. I can't. It's like you have made the permanent ick list. I can't.
Yep, Nene and Greg was definitely a one that did it. It worked for them. But I also didn't see them two actually like really leaving each other either. So there's that. They were separated for some time, but I was like, are y'all really? It's kind of like Ashley and Michael, like, are y'all really done? Nah. But I don't know. I like I say, once that genuineness is gone, it's hard. That one ex is about the one I try to give it a actual go, but then it didn't really last long because I just couldn't. It's like we broke up and we broke up for a reason. And if we don't move forward from that was the whole thing is like if we're not moving forward, then you got to at this point marry me. We can't date. We can't date. We did the dating already. We can't date. We just got to jump right into a marriage. And you ain't there, so and I ain't there. Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
I've never even used an X for a hit and run. Now that I think about it, we done. We done.
I tried that same one. That same one.
Okay.
Now there's some people that I just had for hit and runs, period, and it was like we never had a relationship.
Right. Oh yeah. No, no. I'm talking about exes that had a relationship. No, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
no,
There's
it's just that one.
there's the hit and run category.
Yeah, there was just that one that particular. Like, no, actually, I have to say that too because the one I said in high school, but we weren't a relationship before that. We weren't a relationship. We was a hit and run, and then we tried the relationship. So I don't know if that count. I don't know if that count. But the one ex, I tried, and I just was like, it's not the same. That whole initial thing that I had for you is gone. I know y'all came here for Ready Love. My bad, y'all. Caught up in these exes. Well, speaking of that, do you think any of these exes wanted their ladies back?
Um, I'm not sure about Myers. He had me thinking maybe, maybe not. But he took the assignment to heart.
Mm-hmm.
Patrice says no, he's married, and he, proudly showed he's married. Mika had an ex. Rashina, no, he just wants a co-parenting relationship. So no, none of them.
Yeah,
None of them really.
I didn't really get a feel like last time, or especially like with Cynthia's husband ex. It wasn't nothing like that. Patrice was borderline, like, oh, I'm not sure, until he said that he found his wife from them separated. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you have moved on. Because I was like, I don't know how you coming in. You look a little hot and heavy, but I see he's still protective of her. I'm not totally mad at
Mm-hmm.
that. And on top of it, they still kind of friends. So that leads me to my next question. Can you still be friends with your ex? That's for y'all in the chat too. If y'all answer, can y'all still be friends with your ex?
One for yes, two for no.
Okay, one for yes, two for no.
For me, that's a odd question because I'm not even saving your number. I'm not even encountering you. I'm not even, you're not in my hemisphere anymore. So while I can be friendly if we ever see each other out in the window, in the street, in the wilderness or whatever, I can be friendly, but friends, nah. Because I'm not, you're not in my orbit. You're not in my orbit.
I'm with this one right here. It depends. It depends the nature of our demise. Like, I'm not going to be your BFF. I'm not going to be calling you every day. I'm not going to be checking on you every day or whatever. But to be honest, like, there's some friends that I have that is not a everyday thing, but we're cool. Every time we see each other, we can be in a room and have fun and whatever. When it's up, or whatever. It's no beef. And so that's kind of like a category I would put you in. And so there's a few of them that if I see you, it's, hey, we have no hard feelings. We got past it. We got closure. We're moved on. You got a relationship or not. We're good. We're not going backwards. Don't worry about it. And then there's some I just can't be friends with you just because you don't have no boundaries. You don't have no chill. You just don't respect that I moved on, or you just want to just continue to cause some type of strife or stress to me. So it's like with you, yeah, no, I can't even, you can't, I probably won't block you or anything because I got to make sure you don't call me from no random number because they like doing that too. If I block you, they call me from new numbers, but I'll put you on a do not answer list.
But I'll just hang up if I hear your voice.
Even
I mean,
still, sometimes I don't even recognize it. I'm like, who is this? But it's still, I'm just like, you done got crossed that line. I don't even answer. I'm gonna tell you now, I don't even answer Atlanta calls no more. So if you was to call me, I might not answer. If it's not saved in my phone, I do not answer that number no more. All right. Cause I done got so many calls. Every time I save the number, it comes from a new number and it's talking about, hey, I know it's the holidays. I just wanted to call and say, hey, how you doing? What's up? Like, no, bro, leave me alone, please.
now, right. I have not had a very good experience with that in even trying that because they about the, and giggles because it's like they they feel like because you still have them around, then there's a chance for them. And I need you to know there's no chance. That's a problem.
That sounds like an answer you would give.
Yeah. If I love the job, I don't buy nothing else from that company. Exactly. Cuz it's like, okay, you think you still have access to me. And that's not the case.
Oh, baby.
Now, this is I'm friends with one that I've dated and it's never gone there.
Hmm.
It's never gone. We went a couple times. You cool, we cool. We think alike. We will annihilate each other. So we will be good friends. Hell yeah. Met my current husband, everything, so he knows ain't nothing but friends. But most gentlemen don't know how to just, yeah, you're here, but you're not having access to
Mm-hmm.
me anymore. That's my problem. Understand. And when you tell them They don't believe it. They don't believe
Well,
they can't
that's
get
why
you
you
back.
cut off. That's why that one's I cut off. The ones that respect, because again, it's gonna sound crazy, but the same one, he knows about the current relationship. He's respectful of it. Doesn't like every so often if something will reach out or his mom like that asks about me, he'll just sit there, send me a message, hey, mom's asked about you, whatever and stuff. Hope everything's good, yada yada yada. Intentionally not trying to reach out, will support me still, but intentionally not trying to reach out. I do the same out of respect. We have moved on. But like I say, you have them other ones like you talking about that just I gotta just dismiss you all the way. I can't have no contact with you because you do not respect anything. I literally had one sit there and tell me, "Oh, your man must be insecure if I can't see you." It's like, no, if you can't see my man, come meet my man, because like he'll open the door for you to come see him. You can't see my man, you don't have no respect for me, and so no, there's no need to see you. I'm not saying my man is controlling my relationship, but I respect my relationship enough to let him know that if you're coming into town and you want to see me, you might as well come see us both. You might as well come see us both because it's gonna always be Potomac. I'm sorry. Like I don't know what to tell you.
See, but that person I'd have to block, and it'll be I wouldn't even see the message that you said you coming into town. I wouldn't even see it.
Oh, this person did the favor after I sent that and they got pissed off about it. They blocked me. I said, oh, hallelujah. I pray I stay blocked. Keep me blocked.
That leads me to another question. If you don't know you're blocked, are you blocked?
No, listen, it took him to block me. That's the same. This is the same one as the reason I don't answer Atlanta calls. Okay. So now that he blocked me, I'm hoping that he keep that same energy for life. Okay, please.
This is where we differ. You would still communicate if possible. I just block.
For me?
You're not. No, meaning that you would have an ex to bring on the show.
Oh yeah, but it wouldn't be him.
Right, it would be him, but
It
we
wouldn't
still
be
have
you.
one. Uh,
So you'll be like Mika.
yes, I'll pick one of my male friends probably to come,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be about it. I wouldn't show up empty-handed like Mika.
Now would that be a problem though? Like you just a male and a friend. That's what you know. What since we're here, I'm going to talk about. That's what Vanessa's friend was given. That's just really a male friend because they said they did. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I got confused on the wording of everything. But it seemed like Dominic was saying, "How do y'all have a relationship without being intimate?" Or
It sounded like, how do y'all have that relationship after being intimate?
I got so confused on that comment because the response was kind of like, "We never been intimate."
Right, we never went there. His question sounded odd to their response.
Yeah. So I was like, are y'all actually, well, I'm not gonna say nothing because not every relationship has to be intimate like that.
Now, I may throw a monkey wrench into Ready to Love.
Go ahead.
I may bring a lady ex. Has that ever been done?
That'd be the first. Y'all know I would do it. I'd be like, is she still your ex? I'd be like, she might be my next. Y'all keep it up. Y'all don't act right. She might be my next. I might circle back on her.
How would the men handle that? That would be
Oh,
it.
that would be lovely because you would get a good read of where their mind is at. Imagine it be a LaRon, I mean, not a LaRon, Lamar or a Marvin. Lord Jesus, they be like, this is my one right here. This is my rock. It be the homegirl. She like, girl. Yes, they were cute. Uh-oh, Sean said, say what now?
Grace says I need to go to church on Sunday. Okay, Bedside Baptist. But I'm sorry,
Yes.
there are people who have an ex of the same sex.
Grace,
Now, is Ready to Love not ready for that option? You know,
we gotta shake it up a little bit, Grace. You know what I'm saying? The show getting a little you gotta give it pizzazz. We gotta spice it up a little bit. We'll really find out. Like seriously, that dynamic would really bring out the real in men. Because you'll find out, it's a funny thing, you'll actually really find out there's some men out there that do not like that. Really deep down do not like that or whatever. I'm not gonna say they homophobe or anything like that, but they just really is like, nah. I know a lot of people would think men would be all for it and yay and stuff like that, but there's some men that'll probably check you right off the list, be like, oh, okay. Yeah, nah, she was cute and all. But I'm
Right?
have to go. They'll be in the men's now next week. Yeah, okay, so her ex is a woman. They'd be like, bro, you mad? Yes, I'm mad about that. That's bothering me. I don't want to be competing with no women. I'll compete with y'all, but I ain't trying to compete with no woman, bro.
That would certainly be something.
That would be interesting. That would be a show. Mm, mm. Anyways, let's get into this episode. We had enough of our first round thoughts. We in the second round now, y'all. Do us a favor. We about to get this show on the road. We're gonna talk about the episode now, what we actually thought. Okay, not our past. We had to get the shots up. We had our shooters. Everybody raise your shooter glass. We had the shots up. Okay, that was the first round, y'all. Now we about to get into Ready Love. But if you're just walking in, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Memberships are open to the public, so come on in. You know, I'm about to start making some little token signs and stuff for us on the membership the membership live part of it. So I'm gonna start getting some little trinkets and things together for us. And yeah, let's get into this episode now that we done reset the room and got everybody mind right again. All right. Sean, get off of the two ladies, okay? Okay, get off the two ladies, okay? You dated two women that dated women before, okay? Yes, so we got to get off of that, Sean. We're moving over. We're moving on.
Somebody asked if the men brought a gentleman as their ex. Ooh, child.
Ooh. Okay, that one I'll check him off the list. I'll be like, listen, I ain't competing with no man.
I need to see.
I know you want to see something. I'm just trying to see something.
I reserve judgment.
Hey, I'm not, I'll sit through the date. But he gonna definitely be off my list after that, you know. It's okay, Sean. I got excited too. I was trying to see what the hell. Listen, I couldn't date you if that's what you do. That's what you do, baby. But we could be friends. I would not. We could definitely be friends. We could go out on dates together. We could try to pull some men's after this show together. Okay. May the best man win.
But you see, now you're penalizing him, but he's just one that you know. He's just one you know.
I know. I'm not penalizing him. If me not being with me is a penalty, I understand. Trust me, I understand. Okay, but it's a penalty he will never know. He don't know what he missing. He'll be all right. You know, I don't want to confuse the brother anymore. If he want to swing that way, let him swing away. I ain't gonna stop him. You know, I'm gonna push him in a direction that he need to be in, and then I'm gonna go on about my way. You know, I'll be damned if he's going after the same man I'm going after.
I reserve judgment. I may still dip my toe in that pool. I reserve judgment.
Hey,
but that discussion is for the members live.
Exactly. We're gonna have that talk one day. We're gonna be real grown. So Patrice and Dro showed up, and child, my notes literally say gonna cut up. Dro is gonna cut up. Child, he gonna cut up. Like, I don't know, but I like the questions that Dro was asking the men. But one particular question kind of stood out or whatever, and it caused Alonzo to say her name is good in the streets. I don't know if you peeped the way Dro looked at him. I said, oh, baby, you better stop playing and get real serious real quick. Real quick. Because Dro looked like he a teardrop away from another tattoo shop.
Dro said, say what now? What streets? Who been talking? Who been talking about baby girl? That's how Dro sounded.
it was not a laugh or a joke on his face. William and Alonzo was cracking up and stuff, but Dro was staring into that man. So he said, "Excuse me, fix it now." And it got fixed real quick. The subject got to child. I was like, "Oh, okay." Hmm.
Some things you don't joke about. Some people don't joke.
At all.
And Dro seems to be a good balance of I know when to joke and I know what to joke about and when not. Dro, I like first let me say special mention. Patrice, that jacket, please. I love it. I would love to have that jacket. That jacket was everything. I was distracted by the jacket and then I saw Dro. But Dro was on business. He was like, you are not her current man. And before you become that, I need you to straighten up. I need you to behave. I need you to understand. It's like, don't play, baby boy. He came in there, he came in there like that.
That man said, "I'll do African squats in this middle of this room right now." Jody, my little Jody. Like, play if you want to, okay? I don't play about this one right here. We might be done, but for her, it'll be over, okay? So I was like, "Oh, okay, we gonna stop playing." So he made sure to find out how the men would feel about him still carrying on a relationship or a friendship, should I say, with her, and would they be insecure?
And he did mention that he was in these streets himself.
Mm-hmm. But
And
he
she,
about to be married.
yeah, that I what I took from that is that dating her, he understood his priorities. He got better. He decided, he knew the streets wasn't for him, and he could have a long-standing relationship. I would love to hang out with Dro and his wife. He looks like really good company.
I agree. I agree. Next question was, what do you don't you like about her? Alonso says he don't like that she basically say random things or asks random things to gain insight because he does it and he understands. I was like, oh, so why you don't like it? Or why you don't like it? It's okay for you to do that, but you don't like when she do it back. But it's interesting because she seems to like you from the time that you do it. So that was a weird don't like for me.
Absolutely weird because it's like do as I say, not as I do. It was like, wait a minute, you mean like what I just did? What I just did by saying what don't you like about her? Because young man, we gonna be doing this all the time.
And I'm a good person. I tell you, I give you a disclaimer when we first get together, baby. Listen, I'm gonna ask random questions at random times because when it pops on my mind, that's when I'm asking the question because I'm not waiting for we have a conversation to do it. And I'm spontaneous like that. And a lot of times it does give you insight on the person's based off of how they answer it. Now, if it don't sit well when I ask you, I'll ask you again because maybe something might have been off, caught you off guard or whatever. I might ask you again, but I like to ask random questions or whatnot. At I say random questions, but they really questions I want to know, but at random times.
Right, that's what I was about to say. It's strategic questions. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
random. I knew I was coming with it. I knew, and it's also a strategic question for me to see how you answer, because that also tells me your behavior. And if I can guess your behavior based on these questions, then I got you. I can predict how you're going to behave in the future.
Yes, that's why we figured that was a weird don't he don't like about her. I was like,
See, what
yep.
I would have done as Dro is I would have asked him, I would have brought that question out of the table to each of them.
For real. For real. I did like how Dro did ask. He didn't just ask the men either. He asked her the same question or whatever. So her answer was not knowing when he is serious or not serious, which what I felt was very valid because it's like, yeah, I'm at this stage that I'm learning you. I need to know how you are when you're serious so I can differentiate. Why are we going to
Differentiate.
there we go. I don't know why it still sounds weird when you said it, but when I need to know the difference between if you are joking when you're saying something to me or if you're being serious, so I know how to move accordingly or whatnot. And so I need to see both sides. And if you're always joking, I really don't know the other side of you. I don't know when I can go too far or if I've gone too far or if you're insinuating something more or whatever. So I need to see both sides of you if they exist. So that was valid to me on her part. You got any thoughts on it?
Will's answer was lackluster. I mean, come on, her tanning and the reasoning. It's like, dude, what you could say tanning, you want to make sure she's healthy, and that isn't, a very good thing for her skin. You could have said that. That would have sounded more genuine. But the way she said it, I understand where you said it came from, because he's adopted and he's always worried about, self and how he perceives himself. But it was lackluster to me. I was like, Will, dude, you behind. Come with a solid answer. Come with a
Yes.
solid answer.
To answer this question, yes, she is snoring and she's doing it on purpose because the whole time I watched the show, she was quiet as a mouse. Now that we went live, she wants y'all to know she's still alive. Okay, Lord jeez.
They don't make CPAPs for pets.
Yeah, you did you hear her the whole time I was running around the house? You did not hear her the whole time in the backstage. That's what I'm saying. Like now that we literally on live, she want to show out. Okay, I'm gonna figure out if they got a doggy Z pack. She gonna be running around wearing one in a minute. Okay, and I can guarantee her eyes is open. She ain't even asleep. She's probably staring at me right now. I swear.
My dog would be on the bed and I would drag the bed outside.
She doing it on purpose. But no, I understand. Well, when he explained it, as he went on to the I was adopted part of it, I was getting what he was saying, but it would have been better off if he went there because he's like, I don't agree with her tanning because she knows how a long way I come to have love for self, and I want her to love herself the same way. And the ex, after he explained it, got it.
Yeah, because he was like, what? You don't like what she does for herself? You telling her what to do with her body? That's where Dro was, again, as you said eloquently, one teardrop away. It's like, dude, clean it up, please. While I take this sip, clean it up.
Real quickly, okay? Child, but what I do like about William is that patience enough to explain a lot that's going on. Because even in this moment when she said, I don't like that you're quick to dismiss or go into, stop talking, go into a shell when you're angered or whatnot. And he was like, yes, if I don't want to talk to you while I'm mad. So I'd rather just go and remove myself for a cool minute, cool down, come back. That's respectable. But you do have to flush that out with people. You got to let them know that's your process because you cannot just be getting an attitude, walking away, don't say nothing to a person and they don't know that's your personality. So coming into a relationship, knowing yourself, and I know they're honestly just having this talk now, but that might be one of the things that you get out front with people is how do you deal with conflict? How do you deal with anger? How do you deal with resolving issues? And then you get to explain, well, I like to calm down. So by calming down, I need my moments to just be quiet, sitting here, think about, reflect, whatever happened, go on. And then I'll get back to you when I'm calm or whatnot. And that person explained their way of doing it. You can make it's different people's ways. I'm just saying everybody got their different ways of dealing with it. But if you explain to a person your way, they kind of know how you process.
My thing is, how long do you take to self-soothe? There's no problem with it. How long? Am I waiting till the next day? Because I don't like to fester. And if I fester, that means I'm on medium to boil.
Well,
Don't let me fester.
That's also respectable because I'm type of one. Like you give me 30 minutes, 30 good minutes, I'll be back at you. But if you disrupt my 30 minutes, it could take another 30 hours. Okay. so no, just give me my time. Just give me my time. But generally I'm not trying to drag it on days either, because that's so much energy coming out of me to be mad at you for so long. And it's a process. I know differently. Like it's a lot easier when you're not living with the person. I can drag it on for weeks if I'm not living with you. I ain't got to see you. You know what I'm saying? And in my dark art times, I might have dragged it
Mm-mm.
on a lot longer than I needed to on purpose for some reasons. But that's neither here nor there. That is for another discussion. However, in a relationship, I have learned that, you know what, we got to kind of resolve it. But I do need my time to actually sit, so get to a space I'm hearing and not just reacting. Because if I'm there at a reactive space, I'm not listening to anything you're saying. I'm not processing or trying to understand anything you're saying. So I have to get to a space where we can have a conversation and not just be going at each other.
I agree, and for many things I can compartmentalize. Like I could be mad at you about this, but it's not going to affect something else or another decision to be made. I could still process. Now, if you really piss me off, then I'll be like, no, I can't be around you. I need an hour. I need to come back to it. But we could probably talk about other things, and that would help me calm down
We
because I
can eat.
can't.
We can eat. That's what we can do. We can eat. I can definitely eat. I can definitely cook for you. I can do all of these things. But sometimes I don't even want to talk about nothing else. Like, bro, I don't want to hear your voice. Right? I don't want to hear your voice. Right?
We could do other things to take my mind off of why I'm mad
Yeah,
at
we
you.
can definitely do those. We can definitely do those. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Yeah, those things. Yeah.
Make me wonder why was I mad in the first place?
Make
What was
me
that?
red, make me harder,
I
make
was
me
trying to be
mad.
polite.
I'm singing the song. I don't know what's happening. Tyler made the song, not me. Don't blame me. Shit. It's not my words. But yeah, I did.
I went from needing to go to church on Sunday to be in need to be dipped in the River Jordan. Okay, Grace. Okay, okay. And this is mild. So I wonder. Ooh, Grace, girl, this is mild.
Yes, we still gonna go to this concert. I got these tickets, or I can go by myself. I can go by myself. Well, when I say by myself, I'm going with a friend, but without you. I got
Nah,
these
I'm not
tickets.
gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna filter you into being mad by something else.
Child,
No,
I got
I
these
I
tickets.
need
If you ain't trying to go with me, that's on you.
no, I need to keep the upper hand.
Can I help you?
I need to keep the upper hand. I can't. I won't do that for strategic reasons. Because I don't want you at home mad now that I didn't take you to the concert.
I will for strategic reasons.
Mm.
Because when
Mm-mm.
I get home,
Then they mad. Then they mad.
nah, they could pretend mad.
I understand, but no. I'm not going to allow you to collect a reverse Uno
The way
or
my
draw
petty is
four.
set up. It's the way
Mm.
my petty is set up.
Yeah, my petty is you will be next to me and see me enjoying the
Oh.
concert while not speaking to you.
Now, if you let me spend your money, then let's go.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Go sit down, please. Go away. Don't look back at me. Oh, did it, baby.
So, Dro said Alonzo got potential, but William is grown. And that Alonzo talked around the questions and William seems all in. I think that's because each of those men are in different places in their lives. You know, to me, William got 3 kids, ex wives. He's a little more settled in his life. Alonzo hasn't even been through there. I'll be interested in each of the men on the show what their exes would be like.
Well, yeah, when you say the man is young and fun, it's like, well, yeah, that's what he is. But you know where Patricia is right now because she's just trying to have some fun or whatnot. But I did like the little comment that he did make on the side too. It was basically saying somebody could be blocking your blessing from your actual man, which is you need to think about your decision that you're making. Like, yes, you could be having fun, but he can be blocking you from somebody that is really yours. And not saying that either of these men is her choice. He's like, you could be spending your time with either of these men and blocking your blessing from somebody else or whatnot. You need to really figure out where you are at in your life and if either one of these men fits into yours. Because it could be vice versa with William too. You can get with William and he be blocking your blessing on potential Alonzo or somebody else. So that's something to really think about when you're going through this process as well. It's like, yes, these are my options in front of me, but is this all I actually have to look forward to?
I thought for a second he was talking about being with Patrice was blocking. If he'd stayed with her, would have blocked his blessing.
It was a double entendre, okay? He had to make sure that y'all understand. Like, I'm saying this in a nice way, but he was like, "Child, listen, I got a whole wife now."
Oh my God, Dro was like, "You gonna see this ring? This ring gonna be on camera, honey. You ain't with me right now, but you here."
It was like, I didn't let you block my blessings, boo. Okay, so don't let these men block you.
I was
I
like,
like the way Dro keep it real. Dro keeps it real though. You know, I like the way he keep it real.
he was drinking that drink neat.
Woo, he had his on. He had it straight, no chase, slightly with a chill on a slight rock. See, he's giving me a nice scotch. He's giving me a nice scotch. Okay, a really nice. You know how you drink scotch? Real neat, real clean, slightly chilled. Don't shake or stir. Just pour into my glass.
Let it settle for a bit, and then, yeah.
Yeah. Nice age scotch too.
21 at least.
With a shot of Henny on the side if you want to play with it. Just in case you want to play. Oh, baby, I swear. I'm not mad at the brother, though. He's definitely, one thing for sure, he does have Patrice's best interest at heart. I did like that about him. I did like that about Dro. So I think for her, even though she was a little scared when she got to ladies' lounge, she said she almost instantly regretted. I think that was the best choice for her. I mean, because he gave us a lot of insight on the men. And listen, it's up to her at the end of the day. But while we still on her, she had a one-on-one date later on in the episode with Alonzo. Alonzo said he had to make up for his lack of serious side, and he rented out the museum for old girl, you know, got it all together, had a little dinner date sitting at the end of it and stuff. And then he got down on one knee and said his shoestrings was untied.
He mixed his serious with his silly, and he gotta appreciate it. But careful about crying wolf. One day, if you get on one knee, she might not believe you.
Or she might not accept it because you've been too late playing too many times. I don't know.
Now did he? I mean, I know he didn't pay for the date, but did he plan it? That's what I would like to know. Did he plan? Did he go to OWN and say, "Hey, I'd like to do XYZ," or something along that line for her, or did they give him options and he just chose one? Because it is very, very. How can I say it? For me, it is absolutely amazing when a man plans a date from top to bottom. It is amazing, because usually, sometimes the woman is the one planning the stuff, getting stuff together, and it doesn't have to be anything huge fellas. It doesn't have to be anything, renting out a whole museum and having dinner there. It doesn't have to be that. It can be something very simple along her taste lines.
I think it was along her taste lines, but I also too I was like, nah, this is a production date because ain't no way that you're doing this last minute to rent out a museum because that's something you got to definitely put in for. You got to put some request in for that because even with schools they have to put paperwork request all this stuff like that to shut it down. So
Right.
production date, not mad at it because I guess it was a much needed date for them anyway. And I think that was to help her make a decision to fight for him a little bit more.
Right. Right. So she would fight for him if she believed he could do something meaningful. He could have a good balance of his maturity and a good balance of playfulness.
Yeah, well, I mean, I overall it was a nice date. Can he? Here's my thing with these dates, and I know a lot of times production set this up. We see it with Love Is Blind. We're seeing it with Ready to Love, all this stuff. But is this something that you can maintain in the real world? And I'm not literally saying you got to rent out a whole museum, but can you execute a whole date idea to this magnitude that y'all go out for this walk, y'all have a picnic set up, you have flowers waiting, you have something playing in the background, you have things going on. Can you actually do this in the real world? Because part of me is like, yes, production set this up because they making a TV show, but don't set me up for failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not the type of person that I really am. So put me on some stuff that's me.
Him would be what? Is it skateboarding or rollerblading in a park with a picnic?
It was with the
That's more.
skateboard when you said it in the beginning.
Yeah, that would be perfectly fine. Have a wonderful picnic and you all skating around, and that could be something that could be maintained, after the show.
But then the problem with that for him, particularly because he's been showing himself to be unserious, that'll be a little bit of an unserious date too. Like, even if he was to show her, I think it would be a good date, like showing her how to use a skateboard and everything. But because he hasn't been serious, he needs the more upscale dating type thing,
He needs a white tablecloth on the table.
We need an etiquette set up. Like, I need your dinner fork, your salad fork, your knife, your spoon. Like, I need all of that. You know which wine glass go with which wine. Like, I need you to have all that because I need to know if we go to a 5-star Michelin restaurant, can you actually be up in here and understanding how to say caviar or caviar? Or are you going to say a daiquiri or a daiquiri? I just need to know what we going to do. Okay.
Can you read the menu?
Strawberry daiquiri.
Can you read the menu? Can you read the menu?
When I say foie gras, you gonna know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to know. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't need you to be a whole chef or have the taste for any of these things. But if we get to reading some stuff, can you? I can't speak French, but listen, I can dibble a little parlez-vous français sometimes. I can get up in there, and if I can't, I know for sure my homie Sean over here can do some things. Like, Sean, you ain't got to worry about Sean. Listen, I'm still Sean off later on. I'm auctioning Sean off, y'all. But Sean, if you still in the chat, it's okay, baby. Let it happen. No. But yeah, I just want to know if this is something that he can maintain in real life. I think the dates are fine, but is this something that you would actually do for somebody?
Probably not.
But he's also writing letters if they ask him. So I guess if you ask for this kind of date, you might get it.
What he could have done is knelt down and got, pulled out another letter for her.
Oh, nothing much, Sean. You didn't miss much, darling.
Sold. That's what you missed. You were sold.
Trying to make a little change out here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's looking
What
real good for Alonzo with Patrice though. I don't know.
I didn't like when we got to ladies' lounge. His conversation with Vanessa, but we'll get there.
It's a catch-22. It's a catch-22 in this situation. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, but it is what it is. Listen, I ain't gonna sell you for cheap, okay? I know that's what you I ain't gonna sell you for cheap. We're gonna get good money for you, baby. Anyways, moving on. Since she brought up Vanessa and Thomas went on a date with Dominique and Chaz. Chaz brought flowers, and Dominique said he gonna take notes.
Now, this is the date that made me think that maybe the ex could be a lady. Chaz brought 2 bouquets, and that's where my mind went. I was like, are you telling us something? But it's not. But that's where my mind went. That is not anything that anybody did other than the 2 sets of flowers.
Maybe he got confused and thought he was meeting 2 ladies on their date with his exes or something. I don't know. I was like, sir.
Or maybe he thought he was going from there to the Rashina.
Yeah, but you can't leave him. You gotta take
leave him in the car. Yeah,
Okay.
you can't leave him in the car at all.
Okay. All right. I mean, at least he brought flowers. I guess he brought Dominique's for him too, because Dominique didn't bring. So maybe that's what it was. Dominique was supposed to bring him in, and Chaz brought him in for him. No. Damn, the cape is off.
The cape isn't off. It's wonderful he brought flowers, but I don't think he brought it to be nice to Dominique. Oh, heck no. He ain't helping no other brother. Heck no. He's bringing it for him. But I was like, I saw the 2 bouquets. I said, did he think it was meeting the family? Maybe he thought, her mom or somebody would be there. And then, the darkness slipped in, and I was like, oh, maybe it could be a lady ex. 2 flowers. Oh. And then my head went all the way there. So I blame Chaz.
Well, Vanessa, a little undercover freak, as we found out last week. She liked to be, she liked a little pressure. We're gonna call it pressure, but she called it creep life. She wanted to be in the creep squad, okay? But maybe he told her about another ex, and he was looking for that one. I'm not really sure what was going on here, or they had a 2-for-1 special on the flowers. I don't know. Okay. He didn't know which color she liked. I don't know.
It was the same bouquet. Come on now, Jay.
You don't want to confuse nobody. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she likes double the amount of flowers. I don't know.
Okay, I said where my mind went. Nobody told me to go there.
So Chaz came out the gate and asked them how they know each other. She said she basically was working with his mom, and that's how they met. The mom introduced them or whatnot. Yeah, we know this why this relationship didn't work. Child, listen, I ain't trying to talk to nobody I work with. I ain't trying to talk to nobody I work with, or whatever and stuff. Like, don't hook me up. Don't hook me up with nobody, because if it don't go right, it ain't my problem. And if you in the middle of it, that's your problem, not mine. Don't hook me up with nobody, and I definitely don't date nobody I work with. So
I'm not dating anybody my mom set me up with. Forget that.
It's a nice young man down the street, sweetie. I think you should talk to him.
No. So those were the two strikes for me with him. Mama and work. Not happening.
Well, that might explain why they weren't intimate. I'm still confused if they was intimate or not. I didn't know how any of y'all in the chat take it as they saying that they were intimate. When Dominique asked the question, how do y'all be friends with somebody that you was intimate with? And they basically answered, we weren't intimate, or there was no intimacy. I was confused. That's why it took me so long to finish this episode, because I had to rewind about 4 times in that area right there. I was like, what is happening?
His mama is watching and probably still her boss. That's what I got from it.
Okay.
His mama is watching and she still works for her.
Okay. Then she made a point to say that they talk, but they're not besties. They talk often, but they're not besties. I was like, what the hell is often?
Well, didn't she say we check in on each other?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, check in is every once in a while. But why am I checking in? Is it testing temperature? That's what I saw. It's like, are you still single? Can we still?
Is this just a hookup friend that we're not really intimate with? So we say on camera.
It may not be intimacy. It may just be a drive-by. You know, there's separate categories.
Shoot 'em up, bang bang.
Maybe the itchy and scratchy show.
Maybe we just never really had a relationship. Like you said, you would bring a friend. Maybe we never really had a relationship. We went on a few dates, figured out this is not for us. We stay cool. So we're kind of like friends now, but we just dated. So that's what I'm kind of getting out of this relationship, that we just dated. We never actually, which would explain the intimacy or lack there was in the answer. And that we talk, but we're not besties. That's the only thing that explaining. We went on a few dates, and that's why this person is here, because I ain't got nobody else I want to bring in front of y'all. Surely ain't bringing at my ex-husband, and I ain't been dating nobody else in between except for him, and I realized I ain't ready. Now I'm ready.
Yeah, it's too many ways for it to be sliced. Too many ways because of how it was cut up. But I wonder if that also just says more about Dominique. If the roles were reversed, is there an ex that he could? Because he doesn't seem like he could fathom being friendly enough with an ex to bring them on the show.
She said she made a note of that too. She made a note of it. That's when I have to ask the questions, what type of breakups do you have? Or what made it your relationship conclude? Because I'm not saying that you have to be cool with them, but if you just feel like you are not even cool enough to bring them on the show, like I get you're not keeping up with them. You just like, you're going on your merry little way and Godspeed. You know what I'm saying? But Dominique looked like he be trying to keep up with some of them or stuff like that. So I'll be like, yeah, you ain't bringing them for some other reason, because they be like, girl, he was just at my house the other day. Trying to see what's up. Now I'm on this show. What's going on?
I was looking forward to her ex-husband.
So you would think he would come on Oprah's network?
Heck yeah. Didn't we have a few seasons ago?
Well, I mean, we get them, Frank for sure, but yeah, I'm just saying, we haven't had a man.
Right.
We haven't had a man.
So I was really looking to peep the ex-husband since someone else brought the father of their children.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe just don't want to be involved on that level. Let's stick to co-parenting and keep it there.
Some people's businesses is like, no, I don't need to be on nobody's TV screen too. So it could possibly be some of that too. It's just like, I don't need to be. So the question of marriage came up. Dominique says he wants marriage, kids, and is okay with dating women with children. Chaz said he is okay where he's at in his life. Everything is set, and he's basically being intentional about finding him a wife. I just thought it was an overall interesting question on marriage from the ex, being that she kind of really don't, she ain't in no rush. Again, this is given we went on a couple of dates. We ain't got no real particulars. This is really just a friend that I hang out with because my mom is my his mom is my coworker.
It could also give that we have been dating and I talked marriage and she wasn't into it. So is she into it for y'all?
No, she still ain't. Moving on. Nope, ain't nothing changed here. All right then. Well, it wasn't me. Wasn't me. After day 2, I asked her about what about marriage. She said no. That's where we broke up. That was it. Just trying to see if she changed her mind. No? Okay, cool. He basically said he would choose Chaz because she wants Chaz more. Anyway, like he's like, shoot, I already know you want Chaz, so I'm just gonna choose Chaz for the fact that you want Chaz. And she basically said, I like having somebody here that has my best interest in heart. I was like, girl, he just choosing Chaz because you choosing Chaz. Now I ain't saying he wrong out of Dominique or Chaz to choose for you, because I don't know if either one was really giving you what you need, Vanessa. But you just want Chaz, so your friend choosing Chaz.
I think Dominique was just there as an alternate. She couldn't just have just one person, and since she told him to pursue and be creepy, she had to invite him to be there. But yeah, she wasn't that into Dominique. Not at all. Not the 2 to 10 kids. Well, I guess she already a head start with the 2.
She got the 2.
She got
8 more to
2.
go.
Woo, child.
Yes, sir.
8 more. Oh, godly. Nope. Next couple.
Yeah, and Vanessa like her child. Listen, look at this body, baby. No, will not be. I might give you one more, but 8. Oh no.
No. No.
No, baby. That's back to back to back to back to back to back. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. 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 So Miss Maya, she had a few dates. She had a little date. She had little dates over here. She had brought William and Justin. I was confused. I was like thinking LaRon might show up in these dates and stuff, and I didn't see him at these dates. It's quite interesting.
He was at Mika's.
I know he was at Mika's, but I thought he might be up at Maya's too, since Maya was on his date with him. And Justin was at her bottom just a while ago. So I was like,
well, he rose to the occasion at that drinking date.
I mean, the man only said he want to have kids too. That's the only similarity I really got out of y'all too, outside of being from Mississippi. But okay, all right. If we just must see the man because we got to figure out why we keeping him on, then here it is. Okay, all right. I'm not saying nothing against Justin. I'm just trying to figure out why he was on a date and not LaRon. I mean, I was expecting that LaRon would have at least a solo date somewhere else if he wasn't on this date, or all 3 men.
Why do I feel the LaRon fire?
Because I feel like LaRon was supposed to be there because we've been seeing little lead ups to it more than anybody else. We had hit the date with him and her by themselves they were in a group date, but they kind of went off to the side by themselves. Then they had him bringing her with his friends or whatnot. And so it's like the cohesiveness of things making sense.
I understand.
And then for Justin, who was at her bottom at the pajama jam, and we seen one date in between, and now he's meeting the ex. It's just, I'm trying to help production because it's a lot of stuff that's just moving, and I'm just like, why are we moving here? What's happening? What's going on? But nonetheless, Justin came right up in here and was like, what kind of things you got to deal with her? Please tell me.
It was just the rawness of it. Deal with. Ooh, no. The ex did honestly say she's spoiled.
A few times in several different ways.
She didn't deny it.
But what are you spoiled with? Finances, time, energy, food. Like what things you need to be spoiled with? Because some of us is we need all your time. We need the quality time. Some of us need the quality time and some finances. Some of us need to eat with the quality time and the finances. Like, are you all around spoiled? Are you spoiled rotten? What kind of spoiled are you? Do you throw tantrums when you don't get your way? Like, how does that look?
I don't know, but I do. I'd like to see the spice of Maya come through. I don't believe she's this calm all the time. I don't think she's this calm all the time. And that's why didn't they ask like how is she when she's angry?
I thought so.
Okay. But yeah, Justin just came in like, what do you got to deal with? Because I know, you got to deal with some stuff with her. And it's like, wait a minute. As you said, you have just risen from the bottom. You have just risen from the ashes. And you're saying, what do you got to deal with her? Come in a little more mellow, Mr. Justin. Come in.
Come in just a little bit. Listen. Justin basically said, I'm broke, five broke. I ain't got it. So I'm just a little school teacher over here, baby. I ain't got it, and it's a red flag that you keep asking about this money. Every 5 seconds, he bringing up the finances of it all. So it sounds like you just gonna be on these coins all day long, mommy, or whatever. She kind of justifies it as, listen, I make my own coins. I just want a man that got some of his own. And I guess it hinted at when William says, so can I borrow something or whatever? She like, no. No. You will not be borrowing anything from me over here. I was like, okay, well, you just come with your coin. William, on the other hand, said he got his pensions. He got, how many years? So 12 or something in the veteran and stuff. And
16.
then he makes some 16. He got that. And then he got some other endeavors going on. Maybe a gun range in the future for the ladies and stuff. I don't know. The comedy, whatever they got him listed as on the OWN network site, he got a few things going on.
Multiple streams of income.
But then he also got multiple streams of eating the income. So
Maya's looking for investor money for her waist trainer. She's looking for an investor. And just Maya, there's veterans spousal benefits and VA loan money that can be invested into a business as his spouse. I'm just saying, there are ways to work with William. I know the teachers benefits is out there and stuff, but Justin just looking like I'm just a teacher because I get my summers off. That's why I teach. That's what he gave me with this whole interaction. I am not here for nobody's kids. I want my summers off and 2 weeks for Christmas. That's what was given.
If he is a full-time teacher and not a substitute teacher, that means balancing the books is everything to him, baby. He ain't got it to be just blowing the cash like that, because if you don't set it up to save for those 2 to 3 months that you off, you get it all up front and then you got to kind of budget it yourself, or you can get it in fraction and they still pay you out for the 2 to 3 months that you out of school. Either way it go, you living off a budget.
So he looking to be flued out is what you're saying.
Basically.
Okay.
Or he gonna have to stay home. He's staying at home or whatever. And I'm no shot to him, because I really do think teachers should be paid a lot more for dealing with a lot of these things that they got to deal with. And I say things because some of these things out here is like out of control. Okay. But unfortunately they don't. So that means that because the ones that I do know, I have friends with or whatever, their life is pretty much on a budget and they got to do some outside work just to sometimes even make ends meet and depending on the school district. So
Yeah, out here in Georgia, they pay them once a month.
that's how they are out here in Cali too.
They pay teachers once a month, and you gotta balance everything for the whole month.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it could work if he has some photography skills. He could help her with the photographs. If he has some digital design skills, it can help with her website for her business. If he has some
Mm-hmm.
tech skills, it can certainly help with that. So it's a lot more. You got multiple streams of how you got to work with me. Multiple streams of that.
Mm-hmm.
William, you could walk into VA and say, "Hey, what VA loans do you have for military spouses, minority women-owned businesses?" I'm just saying.
Now, Gracie Miller says that's a good thing. For some reason, she thinks William's representative is there and not the real William. What do you think?
I do think William's representative there. I think a lot of people, their representative would be there. I can't be seen as, wild out here. I can't be seen as wild out here. So for many
Mm-hmm.
people, I think it's less of a representative, but I still don't think everybody's comfortable. I think, sorry, Maya's representative is here.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that representative don't ever slip.
When he
The
got to
slip don't
saying that
show.
she's like spoiled and she need money and you come, no, it's not that serious. Like, girl, yes, it is. Because this one is saying it about 50, 11 times, all kind of different ways. Okay. He has made sure to let these men know that your pocket's got to be on swole to deal with her, period. So it is that way, sis. And you just need to own it. Just own it. Like, listen, I make good money. I want a man that make good money too. I don't want no man. Maybe you had a man, and I'm not no shade to this man, but maybe you've had a man, and he could possibly that man that had mooched off of you a couple of times, and you just like, I don't want to do that no more. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to be saving no man out here no more. So I just want a man to come correct with his or whatnot. Sean, I see you. I see you out here. Seems like Justin seems content and probably should have moved on past Maya. What you think to that one?
Yeah, I mean, he's not in the same realm with Maya at all. He needs to just move it along. Move it along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And again, her representative is here. It's, oh, girl.
It's the problem with for Justin is that's the only lady so far that he's actually came across that says I want kids that we have seen. Now we know there's some other ladies that's on there that want kids, but she's like the only one we seen giving him time and day that wants kids. So he's kind of competing between, do I go with this lady or do I go with the lady that is potentially never gonna give me no more kids, which I know is gonna waste my time there, or do I sit here and waste her time knowing I ain't got the funds for her or whatever? Whose time are we gonna waste? So it goes back to his age-old question: which one of these ladies is gonna be a girlfriend or a girl of a night? Because baby,
And Maya, there's still benefits, after divorce, divorced military former spouse. So I mean, you got to think way beyond
not you still
that.
trying to meet this lady.
I'm serious. You have to look at all options. All
do,
options.
do she still get benefits if he's been divorced twice? And I'm pretty sure one of them he was in military, if not both of them. He's already been out the military, and he has kids though, because she would be the third. So would she still be entitled to anything, or that goes to the first, the second, the kids?
Well, that's why he's still in the reserves, because he's still got to reserve some military money. But I'm just saying, whether you can get that or not, the VA loans for your small business as a Black female owner, I'm just saying, I'm not telling you how to go, not telling you which direction to pick, but I know where I would be headed.
Since we was talking about him and his marriages, Mr. West had asked, do you basically want to be married anymore? And his response is, I don't want to be married to a person for any other reason than for the rest of my life. And Mr. West basically was like, well, the first two weren't for the rest of your life. I can't make this stuff up. These people be killing me. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie, because that'd have been my question too. Like, bruh, so the first two wasn't for the rest of the life. And we heard his story a few times on why he got married. So yes, no, they weren't for the rest of his life. But it don't sound good when you say this, make this claim on the third one, like this my last one for sure, for sure. That's what he's trying to say, but it don't sound good.
Like, third one's a charm. Third one's a charm. It's like, no, buddy. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Come on down.
It's three strikes you're out looking like at this point, buddy. Like, come on now. Like, I don't know. William, you should have thought that one through. You should have thought that one through. I got what he was trying to say. He is like, I want this to be the last one, be my forever person. But it just didn't sound coming out. It didn't sound right. So, anyways, any last thoughts on Maya and her dates before we move on?
She wants to be pursued. That's what she said. I think that's what she said. She wants to be pursued. And the man has to like take the reins. And I don't see either of them taking the reins.
Mm-hmm.
And the way Justin's like, does it have to be a big bank?
Just let it go, Justin. Just let it go, because baby, you ain't got it. Broke five broke. Broke five broke. He ain't got it. That's all I can tell you, baby. Like, he don't have it. Like, you don't. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not gonna be new shoes every week. I'm sorry. So shake hands. Say nice to meet you, my lady, and move around. Move around. Okay. At this point, if you don't see yourself with Rashina or Mika, just stay on the show until they vote you off, because I'm not going to tell you to quit, because they ain't going to let you quit anyway. But just stay on the show until they vote you off and have no hard feelings at the end of the day. You got your time, you got seen, and people going to be in the DM, so.
Oh, yes, they will.
So it's a win-win anyway. Like, you here. You done made it. You done made it past the first day. They got to know a little bit of you. Just move around. Just move around. Hell, at this point, you can have a surprise date with Vanessa, because they giving us everything at this point anyway. So yeah, pop up with Vanessa next week, and all of a sudden y'all in love. It'll make sense to us. Trust me. I'm over it. But yes, if they not pursuing, baby, that's it. So we'll see. Rashina and Chris, her ex-husband and father of her children, separated for 10 years, meet with Chaz, another one that was out the blue. I said, what the hell? What in the... We knew that the ladies fancy Chaz, but where have all these dates been? And Rashina was with them. Was she with them at the house? She was with them at the house when they first met Justin. So there's a chance there, but we have not seen them together since.
Well, she also went on the dancing date with Justin.
No, not Justin, with Chaz.
Oh, with Chaz? No.
Yeah, so she showed up at Chaz's house, but there was like a few people at Chaz's house.
Was she at Chaz's house?
Yeah, because well, no, that was Patrice. That was Patrice. That was Patrice, Koisha, and Vanessa. Never mind. Take that back.
Chaz's house was Alexis.
No, that was when they went on a date with him and Vanessa and his friends. But before then, when they had the dominoes, when Justin
first yeah.
It was Alonzo. It was Alonzo making up to Koshia and that.
Yes.
I think Patrice, was Rashina there? I don't know if it was Rashina or Patrice. I think it was Patrice, though.
I think it was Patrice.
Vanessa and him. So, like, out of nowhere, here we go with another date. Like, come on, production. I'm serious now, okay? Listen, this is crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, here we are. Now this ex, a little bit of him was given. I still will take you back. But at the same time, it's been 10 years and she made it clear, like, it's been 10 years, so please don't try me. But he was over here fishing for compliments. He was like, what, my shirt? You don't like it?
I did appreciate the fact that he was the children's dad.
Mm-hmm.
I did appreciate the fact that they have a co-parenting relationship and a relationship such that he can come on the show, be very civil and pleasant. I did like that about him. Their relationship was kind of like what you would like to see the others have,
Mm-hmm.
aka Mika. But as you said, I see her as creating that boundary. Like, oh, this is what we're going to do. We're not coming back there. We're not going back there. You know, we divorced. We are all about our children right now. Let's keep it that way, and we'll be just fine. Don't contact
Mm-hmm.
me unless it has something to do with your children. Very lovely to see you. Lovely to see you.
Right. Very lovely. Now move along. Give me some proper feedback here. I don't need you today. That's basically what she thought. I don't want the foolery today. Just give me some proper feedback. This is serious, okay? I do appreciate a man, especially a father of children, being there to see who's potentially going to be around your children. I think that's always a plus, that you should know who people are bringing around your child if they're serious about these people. You know, I know this is a dating show, so the seriousness is a little bit less in there, but it's potential that they might actually become a couple. And listen, you got kids. I want to know who's around my child. If you, and that was always my rule with my daughter's father. It was like, when you get serious with them, then I want to be introduced. If this is a person that you're going to marry and stuff like that, and they're going to be around my child on a regular, I would like to be introduced. I just want to know. And it didn't have to be like, because we live in two different states. It didn't have to be face to face, but I just want to have conversation with this person so we can have some type of understanding or whatever. You're around my daughter, this, that, and the third. This is what I expect, like, for her health and growth and all this stuff like that. What you expect of me. Let's get all these particulars out the way.
Because I am here.
And I ain't going nowhere. As long as she alive, I ain't going nowhere. Okay. So.
But what I did like that about them. They were quite pleasant, and he did not come in here like the previous ex and father of children, aka Miami. I think it was Miami Cynthia's ex.
Cynthia's ex.
Ooh, they came in like a wrecking ball. This gentleman understood he is there to see the man that could potentially be around his children. He came just for that, and he knew we would have to have a good relationship for the future.
Mm-hmm.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful to see him behave as such. Well, but Chaz didn't show up with any flowers, did he?
Not for this one. He gave them both to Vanessa. That's the problem. He was supposed to bring one over here, and he got confused. Child, listen.
Well, blame production. Production told him and changed the plan, and he had the flowers, so he just gave them to Vanessa.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't know how he figured he was going on 2 dates in 1 day, but okay. All right.
Maybe it can happen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Maybe they do, but 2 dates at the same time, just production, hold these in the back. Like, please, hold these in the back. But hey, I don't know. To answer the question, apparently they've been divorced for 10 years, but she used the word separated for 10 years. So that's what I wrote down, because that's what she used. Here's the kicker about this whole date. He walks in telling us that he don't really know anything about Rashina. So I was just like, why are we here? He would like to get to know more about Rashina, but that's fine. But why are we here?
Why isn't Justin here? Is it too much Justin and Rashina?
That's what I mean, but they've been kicking it off. So why shouldn't it be? Because you're not stopping Chaz for being with Vanessa. You're not stopping Maya for being with William. That was real interesting. I was like, why don't we have this date with Justin? Again, because that's what you've been building us up to. You've been building us up with Justin, and all of a sudden we have Chaz as a stand-in. What? And I'm not saying it's a bad date or whatever, because listen, we got to the fact that she wanted to hear more from him. He don't communicate enough and everything. But of course they're not communicating enough. They're not even going on dates. They don't seem to be on each other's radar.
Now Chaz is the hot commodity. So he may be busy, and it's, the phone calls are first come, first served. And, he's just going through the Rolodex, and by the time he's finished, having conversation with his other connections, it's too late to call Rashina.
Oh no, baby, you got to put your things up on these minutes. You got to give them their own time slot. Okay. See, you could have been talking to everybody. True player, no. You know what I'm saying? Okay, your hour's up. Unless you put some more money in this meter, you got to go. All right. So I'll call you back after I've done my rotations. If you still up, you still up. I want to continue to love this show. I do. I honestly do. But this pop up out of nowhere, and what I'm supposed to do with this?
Well, he did have a great question.
Okay.
How to deal with her when she's upset.
And a good answer. Leave me alone. Don't make me upset her.
Leave her alone so she won't argue.
She likes to argue.
It takes two to argue. She can't argue with you if you're not there. Leave her alone and come back.
No matter how much you hear her talking to herself, just leave her alone. Let her argue it out. Let her vent out her by herself. Because he did say she likes to argue. I said, okay. Well, Chaz said he ain't about that life on the arguing and things and stuff like that. So she will be left alone to argue with herself. Argue with your mammy, because I ain't the one. Child.
He ain't about that life. He ain't about that argue life.
Chaz over here data.
Yes. The ex loves how they are together.
They just smile at each other and look at each other all day and stuff. I'm like, girl, they don't know each other, sir. They don't know each other. That's why. And she just liked the way he looked. And
then we got his true answer. As long as it ain't no hood dudes around my children, he don't have to worry about his kids. That was his true answer. So, what are the hood dudes? Who are the hood dudes? And how hood we talking? Because the minute I heard him say that, I heard that song, I Need a Hood. That's what I heard in my head.
Rashina. I don't know, baby girl. I don't know who you've been keeping around this man's kids, but yeah.
Well, she did have a beauty salon, and it may be, round the way, and may encounter some hood gentlemen. He just concerned about the hood dudes, and I was like, ooh, he got a story to tell.
But what makes him feel like Chaz not hood? Because see, I be knowing some educated hood. I be knowing some educated hood brothers. You know what I'm saying? They'll get corporate on you real quick. But all that little bling bling you got on right there, player, they'll make it come up off of it real quick as well. So I don't know. I don't know why you just feel like Chaz might not be that dude.
Just because he ain't tatted up? I mean, he's judging the book by its cover. But yes, the ex does look hood.
Rose said this is a rough translation. I'm glad you don't have anybody around me like me around my kids. Right. So I got to fight people in front of my kids. She said that guy with the front is hood himself.
Like, it couldn't be Dro. It couldn't be Maya's ex. It couldn't be any of the other exes.
No, it definitely could not be Dro.
So is that why Justin ain't coming to that date?
Probably because Justin was gonna test some boundary. He was gonna test his manhood for sure. Cause Justin be light throwing a little something out there. Now I won't think Justin hood, but Justin is just enough smarts in his mouth to make you go there with him. Like, bruh, that could be the reason.
All I heard was, I need a hood. I heard that song in my head when he said it, and I was like, you don't want her back with a gentleman such as yourself.
No, because that'd be too much like she choosing somebody not me and not me, like me, but not me. I don't like that.
It's like, Rashina, will you MC Light? You got to have a roughneck. Rashina. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he want to be the only roughneck in her life so he can feel like he doing something every time she's single and come back around and stuff. He's like, see, Ma, you need somebody like me.
DMX, how it goes down. Is that Rashina? But I'm saying, don't judge Chaz like that. As long as he in a hood, no hood dudes. It's like, Chaz is clean cut now. But, I wouldn't say he's hood, but I will say that he is not going to back down from your hood self.
He's definitely not a Keith Headings told me that joke. He's definitely not that guy. You know what I'm saying? But, I ain't seeing him on The Wire either. It's just, if anything, he's probably the undercover cop that's corrupt. You know what I'm saying? That's what I give Chaz.
You're breaking my heart. No, not Chaz. No.
He got a little corruption to him. You know what I'm saying?
He's the hood friend that went away to college and made something of himself, but he still know the hood dudes.
Yes. He hood affiliated.
Hood adjacent.
The hood here, he live over here. He got to pass it on the way to the store. That's what,
If he park his car in the street, ain't nobody taking it.
Ain't nobody taking it though. That's Chaz's car. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's the little homie. He good. He a good kid though. He a good kid. Yeah. Don't underestimate him though. So our last ex date. Well, let's scooch back a little bit. Mika have a one-on-one date with Tommy. She says she only got 2 exes, child. I guess we have a definition of full-on relationships. Okay. I don't know what we define exes as. But I'm going to let her stick to her story. Okay. It's her story. She can stick to it. Girl, I only got one. If that's the case, baby, I only got one. Maybe 2. That's her story. She's sticking to it, okay? The most recent ex, he was just doing too many bad things. And if it's the ex that we just found out about, he was out here doing too many bad things. Like having a whole pregnant person while dealing with you. But if that's the ex, that was the ex. I don't know, because we didn't get clarification on that person, who that was. So potentially that might be the ex, okay? Shout out to Kamisha Reviews, because I don't want to deny her of her thing. She got the exclusive on that. Somebody jumped down in her chat, said that they was the ex of Mika's ex, or the baby mama of Mika's ex. I don't know. It got messy, okay? It got messy real fast. However the case may be, the lady was pregnant while Mika was dealing with this man, and Mika supposedly knows. I don't know, because I don't know none of these people. I don't know what the truth is about it. Sometimes men just be out here lying and talking about they leaving their ex and they don't really be leaving that person and stuff like that. So it's possible it could have been some overlap, and I don't really know. Don't know the ins and out. I'm not caping for anybody. However, she seemed to have been dealing with this man while he was having somebody else pregnant. I don't know if that's the ex, or he don't count as an ex. I don't know. Maybe he don't count as an ex. I don't know.
Maybe he left her with a baby. Who knows? Who knows? No, nothing has been verified, so I can't. Not going to vilify her. Not going to vilify him. But Mika does seem to me, not that she is, seems to me that when we are done, it is quite fiery. So we will not be friends. We will not be friendly. We will not be getting along. Because when we done, I'm going to tell you about yourself, all the things I can't stand about you, and you could go about your business. So she screams that, I love it, but it doesn't help in a breakup. She got a mouth and will say some things that you may need to hear, but maybe in a gentler tone and voice. But I believe I don't have any exes that I can even unblock to have them come here.
Not even the kid's father, if he was to act right.
We don't know if he act right or if we got him on a supervised visits. We don't know. It seems fiery. It seems fiery. And her little one, I think she said he was what?
5, 8.
Yeah, 6
5
or
to
so.
8. Yeah.
Yeah. It just screams to me that, we're not co-parenting very well. Put it that way. And it may not be her fault. It could be his or whatever, but it's like we cannot be sitting here in the same space.
And then she says the kid's father don't want nothing to do with anything unless it has to do with the kid, which was confusing to me because I'm like, your potential whoever has something to do with the children here because they're going to be around your child because your child, if it's the youngest one, especially the older one, maybe not so much because he's probably on his way to college, on his way out the house, whatever the case may be. But especially the youngest one, if it's that dad who's saying he don't want to have nothing to do with anything unless it's with the kid, which also gives me you got a mouth on you and he ain't trying to deal with you too much if he don't have to. And he might have a mouth on him. So I'm just gonna put that on a two-way street. That whatever the case may be, y'all, if it's not about the child, y'all can't have a conversation. But then my point is, and this is more so to him, if she's bringing somebody into her life, it would be benefits you to find out about this person who is going to be around your child. That's to him. That's no shade to her, because if this man is saying, I don't want to have nothing to do with it unless it's about the kid, and his thought process is, this is not about the kid, this is about you, I got a problem with his thought process. Because at the end of the day, it is actually still about your child too. Because if she gets serious with this person, she decides to marry this person is now in your child's life. I see your
it could also be that you, meaning you, the lady, always got something to say about the way I live my life, and I don't want to hear it. I just want to talk about my kid. That's it. But I see your point, but he may not think she's serious. He may be like, this is fun and games. I ain't got to play on this level with you. Not at all. I could just be chilling at home and not be involved in this foolishness. Why am I doing you a favor? You may not end up with this man anyways, just for the camera. I don't want to be on camera. Maybe I'm hiding because I'm too hood.
He said, I ain't play. I'll come up on here. He said the wrong thing.
And maybe Mika knows I am not going to have a Cynthia moment. You are not going to come through here like a wrecking ball and make me look some kind of way. So Mika was like, hey, we just not doing it. You
Or
can
we
only prove I had two exes, so that's all I'm saying.
or we can only imagine the type of questions that might be asked to the ex, and I don't want them questions asked or answered.
No way. But again, now that I'm thinking about it, it may be avoiding a Cynthia moment. We are not going to have that up in here.
I mean, we could be avoiding a Cynthia moment, or we can be avoiding an accountability moment too. And I ain't saying that the accountability is just on her end either. She might not want to face some truths that X might have to say, like on why he did what he did, or whatever the case may be. Since she's saying that, at least one of them has been doing the utmost during the relationship. So,
well, she did get up to hug Justin, and she did not get up to hug LaRon.
She ain't feeling LaRon. They just keep throwing LaRon over there for whatever reason. They just got to place him somewhere, and I don't know why they just don't place him where he seemed to want to be.
Now, LaRon say he's reformed. He is not going out anymore. He is staying home.
24-hour reformery.
Preparing himself for his future family.
This must have been a meeting on a Monday.
That's exactly what I thought. Is this Monday or Tuesday? Which day? Which day is
no,
this?
Must be Tuesday. This must be Tuesday because the day at home on Monday makes him feel reformed. Okay, Tuesday. He gonna start getting withdrawals being out on this date with Tommy and them in the second child. He over there like, ooh, it's calling.
Is this what brunch looks like?
The streets is calling. I got that little itch coming back. Y'all shouldn't have took him out on this date. Now he back in these streets, y'all.
He said, whoa, I thought Tommy was her ex. Whoa. Okay. This episode, what is the difference with Alonzo's playfulness and LaRon's playfulness? Because I can handle LaRon's playfulness, but Alonzo just rubbed me the wrong way.
Because, and even with the date, to skip back to them, even with the date at the museum, most of their conversation becomes sexual innuendos. And that's the problem. That's because Alonzo is always joking in a sexual manner, a sexual tone. Where LaRon is just like joking about life. If sexual moments pop in there, he'll put them in there because that's what's happening in the moment, but he's not looking to make them a sexual moment. Whereas I feel like Alonzo, which we pick up a lot of times, is he's making it a sexual moment. So I think that's the difference with their style of joking. Because even this moment, it was just like, oh, Tommy's an ex. What the heck? Like, like what's happening here? Or whatnot. I feel like if Alonzo said it, it'd been like, oh, Tommy smashing this. Like,
right.
Come on, bro. Calm down.
Behave.
Please. This man is married, even though he keep walking on the side of Mika. He need to calm down too, Tommy. I keep watching you. Every time Mika come in the room.
Right? Oops.
Tommy liking little chocolate butters. He liking little cocoa butter. I've been seeing you, Tommy, on these last few seasons. Now, if I see you, I know the business see you, so you might want to calm down, sir. Calm down. Bring down the strength. Anyways, I don't know what the hell my notes say. Willing to see eye to eye. What the hell I was saying Justin said. I'm sorry, y'all. I was taking those
how did your last relationship end?
Oh, okay. Didn't see eye to eye. That's what it was. All right. Thank you. Please. I was like, what is my note saying? This is where I was like, it's getting too many questions that to me too fast. So their last relationship, basically both their last relationship kind of ended the same. LaRon just flat out said we were just arguing too much and I got tired. And Justin said we didn't see eye to eye, which is kind of roughly the same thing. It's like
when LaRon said that, all I heard was don't kill my vibe. You're killing my vibe with all this arguing. That's all I heard. That isn't what he said, but I heard, dang, can we just party? Can we just have some fun?
What Jeremy say? Love is blind. Listen, I don't want all these hostilities. I just want to get back to the homies and have a little fun. What's good? We going out tonight or no? That's what Laurent say. We can fight about this tomorrow when we wake up. You trying to go out or not? Because
Right. Let's have some fun. Let's do brunch.
now I'm curious on the arguments that Laurent was having. Was she complaining that you were going out too much? Was she complaining you were playing video games too much? Was she complaining about your drinking, your lack of seriousness sometimes on being in a real relationship or not getting out the streets and things? What was the arguments about? That was a good question. I would like to really know. And then I got to go back to who the heck was your last ex? Because I didn't thought you didn't have one, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me because I thought it was since college. I know that college person was your first love, but
Right.
have you been serious since college?
That's a question for his next interview.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's a good question. I would like to know, have you been really serious with anybody? How long was this ex? How long was this person an ex? You know,
Would he
I
have
mean,
an ex for the
relationship.
show? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So Laurent said when they have to resolve information if they had an argument that morning, something came up that morning, they have it going back and forth for whatever reason. How would they resolve the issue? Laurent said he would do a temperature check. And I like how Justin, I agree with my Mika on this. I like how Justin answered. He was like, we'll resolve this issue when it happens. So if it happens in the morning, we're going to resolve it in the morning.
I may need some time so I don't be slick with how I speak to you.
Oh, so
I may
now
need
you
some
need
time.
time. Now you need time. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. When I was asking for my time.
Only because it's Justin. Because I'll be pissed at that Playboy tattoo behind his ear.
You see, you can wake up every morning mad.
I'll be mad. I'll be like, I'm gonna need some time.
Not you being petty.
Well, he could go to school and come back. He's finished work by what, 3, if it's elementary school. So we could take till 3. We could have an early dinner and discuss it. But you need to go play with the kiddies.
Now, though, no, I am the type of person I definitely need my time. I do like the fact that you would try to resolve it, but you're gonna have to also respect when I say I don't want to talk about it right now. Because if I'm mad, I'm definitely I don't want to say nothing. I don't actually intend to say because I'm mad because when I'm mad, listen, the only thing is I need you to shut up. And so I'm looking for to say something to make you shut up. So a part of me is like, I like Laurent's temperature check me, but don't play with me while you temperature checking me either. I don't want your jokes or whatever and all that stuff right there. Just give me my minute. Look, you go play video games, I'll go play video games. We figure it out, okay? Because that's what we're going to do.
He said he's going to send texts throughout the day. He's not going to be in front of you to catch the heat. He's going to send a text. How you doing? You good?
You want to temperature check me through text? You ain't gonna never find out how you ain't gonna never find out how I am because I mess around and get back in front of you, get mad. I'll be good all up until I see you and get right in front of you and be mad all over again. Like, damn it, I was so good today.
We were right here. We were good.
I swear we was good. I'll be thinking in my mind like, damn, we was good up until I seen you. So you might want to call and temperature check me over the phone and stuff, soften me up, hear it in my voice that I'm softened up.
Send me some lunch or something with a note. That'll be a better temperature check.
Definitely feed me. The temperature will go down.
Well, as far as arguing with you,
I'm a hangry person, so like you talk to me after I've eaten. You might get a better response than if I haven't eaten. Let's just put it like that. Feed me first and then try to fix it. I'm not mad.
So questions. They questioned her, Mika, about her ex. Mm-hmm. What was her ex like? And she said he was a gamer and he entertained women.
So he was into entertainment. Hey, listen. Some of us need to entertain. We like it.
But
It's so shiny.
now we hit, you will say I'm putting on a cape for LaRon. LaRon said he develops and tests games.
I'm not gonna tell you putting on the cape. I'm a low key little gamer too, child. My little Zelda be popping. Okay, I like me. Mortal Kombat me up.
Here's my thing. He's at the house. You know where he is? You know what he's doing. Unless it's a Black Mirror moment, but he's home.
The wonderful thing that she's not seeing in this, because she just don't like LaRon. Let's just put that out there. She just don't like LaRon. But the wonderful thing that you got a 6-year-old, you got an 18-year-old. This is a video game developer and tester. What way to keep your mischievous, because I'm not gonna call him what she called him, your mischievous child entertained and busy. Sit him right over there with your man and let them play them daggone video games.
Y'all want some sandwiches, some sweet tea? Y'all ready for a snack? Because that's not a problem. You're developing. I mean, there is now several colleges and universities where gaming is a study and a degree.
The fact that I used to go to the Gamer Awards and the fact that I know how much money gamers make, the developers make.
Better preach.
Baby. And I'm not saying to sit here and count this man's pockets, but it's not just a simple thing of you just sitting at home playing video games because you just want to. It's all willy-nilly. This man is actually getting paid to do it. That is a job now. So play your game away. Matter of fact, let's go pick out you a new game chair, baby. Make sure you is comfortable and all this stuff like that. I'm gonna test it with you. Let's go. Like, is this a 2-player or 1? You might find me up in there testing the game more than you. You might be mad. You might be mad. Don't let it be something I like.
Right, because I may be like, no, I can't go get you something to eat because you see the level I'm at? I can't pause that.
DoorDash. Move.
I can't turn away. There's no pause in this game. It's live.
He's trying to get all cozy and stuff like, baby, come on, stop playing. I'm trying to win. There's a third level. I've been on this boss. This third time I've been on this boss right now, okay? I almost got him last time. I'm this close. Stop playing. It gets serious. It get real serious now. Listen.
But he is earning. He is not just keeping PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox afloat. He is testing, he is developing, he is earning money while on that couch or that gaming chair. It is not something that's completely out of this realm.
Not at all.
I think she's bringing in the issues she had with the previous ex, who just frivolously played, and so she marks anybody who plays a game so long that, oh, you must be unserious.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you have to look at it as like, okay, you're going to take the weekend off of work. It must bring you some money or more money than if you went to work.
I say, if he is like one of these people that actually develop one of these top games out here, that check, once it cleared, like, and when I say that it cleared, I'm talking about the game clear. That's nice money. You sitting, that's why he's out at these clubs from Tuesday to whatever and stuff like that. And even him, he said he put the club down for it. So he about his money first. He said he was sitting in their house the whole weekend. That's Friday through Sunday, girl. That's what, 3 days out of his 5-day week, his 6-day week. That's half the week he already just at work. And then the other 2 days he had his what other job he doing. He done made a whole 5-day work week out of testing the game and stuff like that. So a part of me is like, do you? But if you just don't want to date a gamer because that reminds you too much of your ex, I'm not about to force you to do that either. Because if you don't understand that he's getting paid to do it, he ain't like me. I'm doing it just to ease my mind and take my mind off the world from time to time. He's actually getting paid to do it. By all means, if this was your profession is, go ahead and do it. If that brings you happiness, go ahead and do it. But all I would ask for in that moment, and that's what I would kind of wanted her to look for, is where's the balance? But she don't worry about balance and see balance, because the next question says she struggled to give her attention to her man because it go all to her kids. Well, baby, how you trying to be in a relationship yourself? Because you don't sound like you have time for a relationship either, or that you're going to make time or put time in it. So you're asking a man to be there for you and have time for you whenever you want it to be, but you're not going to put the time and make time for him.
So why, when you're spending the time with the kids, he can't be developing and testing the games? He may not even notice that you're not spending that time with him. He may not even notice, because you're going with the kids and he's doing his game.
Or you don't want the fact that your kids might want to spend time with him in the games, and then you don't have no time. But listen, mommy, that's me time. Y'all be here, play this game, test this game out, child. I'm about to go ahead and go get nails done, get my hair done, get this facial going, because baby facial is good on her. I'm about to go have some me time. I'm about to be at brunch with the girls while you here with the boys. Do you? Y'all figure out the game. Let me know how it was when I get back. I'll bring y'all up.
And that's fine, because she has a son that is 17. So after a while, I'll be okay with y'all just hanging out at the house together, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the inconsistency. Is like, you be forgetful of showing your man attention, and it's like, oh, okay. But if he's forgetful because he's on the game, you don't see a value in it, so you don't want him to do it.
Mm-hmm. Because you just don't like him. They just keep putting you on dates with this man, and that's just what it is. So, listen, but that's been her string as finding reasons not to picky people, not to like people or whatever. So that's just a part of her little thing. Is she gonna find a reason why you don't fit into her world and not see herself as why she don't either have a world for people to fit in, or she don't even fit in their world either.
I think she's looking just for them to fit into her world, but she doesn't have to fit into theirs.
Right.
She's not seeing the flip side of it.
Hold on 1 second.
She's selective about who she brings around her kids. Mika, it goes without saying. It goes without saying you're going to be selective about who's around your kids. You know, every mother understands that. Every auntie, everybody who has had the responsibility of a kid knows that. You are not going to have, everybody around your kids. So we understand you being selective. But the way it was said was like, none of y'all good enough to be around your kids. But that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
That's basically what's going on. And listen, I'm selective about who comes around my kids and this, that, and the third. But I also separate who can come around me and who can come around my kids too. So there's that. But to each her own. She's not happy with none of these selections for whatever reason, and it is what it is. Justin is the closest that she's coming to of something, and it's still not enough. I mean, I think the stability of Justin, and when I say stability, the fact that he go to school and be at his job for 7 to 3 or whatever the case may be, and then he's probably home and probably doing paperwork on the school. It fits a little bit more for when, hey, I got time right now. I can come through or whatever and stuff. And she don't have to compete like, well, LeBron, I got to compete with, if I call you at 2 or 3 in the morning, are you still out in the club? Who you at the club with? This, that, and the third. Will you come to my house afterwards? If you're going to be too drunk, you're going to make noise on my kids. You're going to wake them up. It's too much that I got to deal with when I'm thinking about LeBron and I got kids. But the wonderful thing
You
about it, he's perfect hours for the creep, though. He's perfect hours for the creep over while your kids are asleep and stuff. Get up in here. Shh, don't knock everything over. Like,
LaRon said he wishes to get married. He wishes to have a family.
mm-hmm.
So no, you're making it sound like he coming. Yo, what's up, babe? Yeah.
He is at the start.
No,
At the start, he definitely is. He ain't. I don't care how much he wish upon a star. Okay, until that wish come true, that's what he gonna do. I'm sorry. He ain't reformed on this. He only reformed on this date right here. Okay, he talking about I'm reformed, but you're probably only reformed because the show is making y'all film every day. You're tired.
he's saying 2 weeks of reformation. He's reformed. We got to take him at his word, at his face value.
He laughed
He's
when
reformed.
he said it. The face value was a joke.
He almost choked on saying it.
But I do. Like I said before, I do see that he wants more. We do know that Mika is not his more. He's looking for. I think he does fancy her look, her aesthetic. I think that's the type of woman that he would probably generally holler at, go for or whatever. But we know at the end of the day, they're just not aligning. Period.
He did say he misjudged her. He did say he thought she was a party girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see why he would veer towards her.
But then he's still mad at her for judging him of things he got going on. So yeah.
Yep, the video games.
Yeah. Now it's a new judge. It's not the party anymore. Now he partying and video games.
He can't win. He can't win. It's like he making money. He making money playing video games.
Listen, it's not for everybody. Some people just don't want you doing it or whatever. And if the ex really tainted her that much, I can't argue with it. So there's that. Because sometimes some exes taint you to the point it's like, I don't want to see another Honda, Chevy. Like, I don't care if that's the remotely their car. I don't want to see it. If I see a shrimp or some people just mess up your taste buds for things for life. I don't know.
No, you can't have them blocking your blessings, Jay.
You shouldn't, but clearly they blocking me because at this point she don't want to see it. She don't want to see you at a card table, a domino table. Listen, don't even play like you about to play in her face.
But I bet the boys can play video games.
She not dating them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different. She got to figure out how to keep the 6-year-old entertained. She not dating that one. I know it's double standards. It just works that way in some people's head. I mean, that could be too. That he wasn't making money, and that's what we said. He probably wasn't making money the way that LaRon. When you tell me you're a game developer, there's money in that. I don't know what level. I don't know what company he's working for. I don't know if it's just the apps, but there's money in it, regardless of it. If you're just telling me you're playing video games, that's different. When you tell me you're a gamer, if you use the term gamer, I'm going to assume that you're literally competing in those competitions where money is at. You're going to the awards. You're like really invested into video games. You're making YouTube videos on here, getting paid some type of way because you play this game so much. That's what I'm getting.
As I said, there are colleges and universities with gaming is a degree. It is a form of study. And they do send them off to tournaments. And they're considered athletes for their schools. So I wouldn't look at gamer. Look and see what direction, he's going.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. But then we got to the ladies' lounge, and baby, when I tell you, I was like, this is a silky smooth lounge because these ladies was looking real good up in this daggone lounge, baby. Ooh. They came in. They said, if this is the last time you're going to see me, somebody going to see me. Okay. Because they definitely was seen, baby. Everybody was looking good up in there. All right. I was loving all the colors production. Whoever's doing the wardrobe this episode, baby, kudos to you because I liked it. Ladies was looking.
Oh, they look lovely.
Good. Lovely. Okay. Vanessa said that her conversations with Don was easy. I didn't get what she had said for Chaz. I don't know if you got that.
The ex pick Chaz, his life is ready for what she wants.
Hmm. But she said her conversation was easy with Don, though. It was easier with Don. I was like, interesting. Patricia says she almost regret choosing her ex.
Crazy questions. It's crazy questions.
But at the end of it all, I think the ex was leaning more towards who is it? Well, he kind of left it up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of left it up in the air
Mm-hmm.
for her to make that decision. Rashina, she says the chat that her ex liked Chaz and she liked them too, or whatnot. I was trying to look for Vanessa face in that moment. I was like, got a little comp child. Chaz ain't out here just with you, boo boo. He is not just out here with you, so you might want to work it on out and stuff. Um, Mika said no to LaRon because of the video games and stuff, and she likes Justin' ability to solve the issues the way he does.
Maya,
I miss Maya. I know she said in the beginning, but I didn't really rewind at this time, so I missed.
her her ex had good questions about finances, and her ex picked William.
Hmm. So as far as they don't, Mika said LaRon and Alonzo. Vanessa said Alonzo because he basically chose Patrice or whatever, and she also had. I thought she picked somebody else later on. Okay, I don't have nobody else for her. Maya
Who?
said for
Who was
Vanessa.
that?
Vanessa.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Maya said Alonzo, he's not intentional with her. And she also picked Dom. She forgot he was there. Child, we all did. Maya, don't feel bad. Listen, that's bad. Look, you was on the show and you forgot he was there. So don't charge it to us. We forget.
Rashina chose Dom too. Is like, yeah. Who's that? Okay, yeah.
She said he don't reach out, and Patrice said he don't pursue, which we were seeing, and I kind of get that is that he don't pursue because the way the way he seemed to be with almost everybody, it's like you got to come to him. He wants to be pursued. So
Another
hell,
Laverne.
even the show had to pursue him to get on the show. Like, come on now, because he ain't showing up for episodes.
Like Laverne, like the former Laverne.
Mm-hmm. So
Gotta come
there's
get
that.
him on his throne.
Yeah. And then we learned that we're gonna go on to the overnight expedition. Yay. Woohoo. But towards the end, who took out these men? I know who go home,
Wait,
child. I
hold
forgot
on,
who
hold
took out.
on, hold on. I got a bone.
Okay. Oh, you wanted to go back to the Vanessa and and Alonzo. Okay. Vanessa and Alonzo.
Yes. Alonzo, why are we sharing the date with Vanessa? Why are we telling her? And she had a legitimate concern. Are you saying, look what I did with for the other woman? This could be you. If you play your cards right, this could be you. If you didn't piss me off last week, it could have been you on this date with me instead. She had a legitimate thought, but I think because of how playful he is just the excitement of a great date. He forgot who he was talking to.
That makes me wonder though, how did he put it or how did she interpret it? I mean, yes, I agree. You should not be sharing your dates on what you did with another lady to somebody else that's your potential. You know, that's just but I also get it that you're into this lady. You're into Patrice. So you're kind of excited about her or whatnot. But did he just be like, oh, he was just talking about Patrice? And how did it come up? Did she ask? Because Vanessa seemed like a type of person that might ask, how was this, that, and the third? And he's just like, oh, we did this, I did that, or whatever, and stuff like that. Or did he actually present it in that manner as you speak of, this could be you if you act right? And that's the thing, because at the end of the day, we are still playing a game, and a lot of people are choosing my candidate. So let me start stirring some pots in somebody else's house. Like maybe let me fix some stuff up or whatever and stuff, because all these other ladies is over here choosing my guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you getting chosen. And let me highlight the fact that he do like you, but the way I received it was because Vanessa get me a little messy. She can act like she not, but she get me a little messy. That she'll sit there and say some little things or whatever. So I'm curious. We know Alonzo's not the best communicator, so there's a possibility that he presented it in such a manner. And because we don't know he's silly and playing, it might could get interpreted wrong. So
Yeah. Yeah.
just don't say nothing. Anyways, the last two dates. Freak. Who went on these dates?
Maya took Dom out, and Vanessa took Alonzo out.
Okay. I was like, I feel like I seen Vanessa, but was she there? Okay, so Vanessa took Alonzo out and Maya took Dom out. And I wasn't really taking much notes at this point. I was kind of over it. I was just like, I need to get on this live because it's late. I done been stopping and rewinding through this whole episode, and I'm tired now.
Okay, Dom was taking shots at Maya and William. He said, "Are you still single? Because of Mr. William. Y'all acting like you look like you married to William." Taking shots. That was some petty little shots. Petty little shots.
Now I remember that. Yeah.
And when she told him, spoiler, Dom was sent home. He was told he was not ready to love. Really?
Child, that really took me out. I might have to clip that really because that really took me out. I was like, you don't get out of our face. You know you going home. You ain't been around all this time. You've been home the whole time, sir. Sir, you just going back home. Please stop playing with us.
That really is kind of like, that's what that really is like. Really? And it was hurtful. And ladies, he is still here. He is still available.
I was like, I don't know if you really surprised that you going home or whatnot. Sir, you really don't have a connection. And most of the people that you are even connected to is even saying that you're not even pursuing them or showing them that you want to have a connection with them. The few people, even Vanessa's kind of like it's not enough pursuit. She had to literally tell you last week to do more. So, and you basically telling us you're not about to sit here and go after nobody because they live clear across town and all this stuff like that. So you're not putting any effort into this process. I'm surprised you managed to get by this long without anybody noticing it or whatnot. And yes, really, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. Alonzo and his feedback. What was that again?
He needs to she asked why did he tell her about the romantic dinner, and she told him he stays but he needs to show up more with the ladies. And Vanessa expressed that she wished to be pursued.
Vanessa just reaching for stars at this part, child. Listen, I guess you got to do what you got to do, baby.
Yeah, Dom's gone. I need somebody to pursue me. I need somebody to give me a reason to stay.
Yeah, because Chaz is doing the most. So, baby, I need another option or whatnot. Yeah, don't fall for it, Alonzo. I know you got to try to figure out to stay on this show, but listen, next week you voting the women off. So look, don't fall for it.
But it's odd because we see in the previews, Tommy told the woman they voting a man out.
Oh, I really didn't pay attention to that too. I don't know, but I still say, you know what? Don't do it. You kind of committed to where you is. I didn't all the way agree that he was at the bottom, but I understand because we got to vote somebody off. But he got a pretty strong connection. He's basically voicing his thing is Patrice is my lady. Patrice is basically voicing her thing. So I'm just like, where's the code for her? Like, I see the men tend to have a code. If a lot of times if they choose a lady, they'll be like, well, I just won't vote her because we know that that's your connection or whatever, stuff like that. But in this era right now, it's just like, not my connection. So, oh, well, too bad for you, sis. I know y'all connected, but so I'm just like, I don't know. I just didn't feel like he should be in the bottom because they're actually so connected.
I agreed. I agreed. Like someone suggested in the chat, it should have been Rose suggested should have been Laron and Dom on the bottom. Don't understand why that didn't happen considering the Mika date. But I kind of understand it, and they wrecked my hypothesis. Now I'm at a 90% instead of 100%. I'm at 90% now, where if you eliminate someone, then the next week you're the one either up for elimination or being eliminated. So somebody in production heard, yeah, within a week, and they just put it out there. No, 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 we're not going to run with that because we've been running with that this whole season so far, and now all of a sudden they just threw a rock and put a ripple effect on my hypothesis.
That's why they're going ahead and eliminate another man next week so they can go back to your hypothesis and be like, ha, yeah, she thought she knew us. I just want to mess you up real quick. But yeah.
Right?
Well, you know, next week it gets hot and heavy and messy, baby. It's getting messy, okay? Chad's got to work the room, and it's gonna look like he gonna be doing it, and Vanessa ain't gonna be happy about it, okay?
Sure. 31 flavors, you gotta taste them all.
My guy is tasting all, but it didn't look like he was tasting one of them, so I was like, listen, if you're gonna work the room, you got to work all of the room. You can't just be picking part of the room and just, you know, be in your little corner or nothing. You gotta make your rounds. You watch How to Be a Player before y'all go into the house.
Spread the love. Spread the love.
You know, you got to separate, divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. You know, you keep them on that little corner and stuff like that, and then just before that one come around, you got to sprint off. You got to know when your time is up. You got to.
Right.
You got to give them enough and just be like, you know what? I'll be right back. I got to get a drink. Be right back. You float on off. And then when she come around, she'll be like, was he just left? Oh, okay.
You don't want to hold hands the whole time. You can hold hand, kiss the back of the hand, and put the hand down, just so it don't look intertwined.
Yeah, you got to learn how to keep it moving. You just float on. You just keep swimming. In the words of Dory, just keep swimming. Okay.
don't give them all the secrets, Jay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you just can't stay still. You got to be like the UPS guy. You just got to keep moving. You know, you got to keep it moving. Keep everybody on their toes. They don't know where yet. Just everywhere. Be everywhere at all times at one time and nowhere at all. Like, or just stick with the guys. Just hang with the guys the whole time. I don't know. But next week we'll see. So guess what, y'all? That means we'll be right back here next Friday to talk about Chaz and his house going on. So, okay, because clearly he gonna be making some rounds in the house, and we got to talk about it, okay? Because that's what we do. We talk about the rounds of it all. All right. We're gonna see if Chaz survived all the shots he poured himself. Okay. It's gonna be a man down situation.
He said it. He said it. Moment of weakness.
Yes, thank you. We enjoyed y'all in the chat. Thank you all for being in the chat. Listen, we like to do a thing around here where we got our last call for alcohol. We got our last call, so that means this is our final thoughts on tonight's episode. And like always, because I opened the bar with y'all, Elsie get to close the bar. So this last round is on her, baby. Y'all get y'all cups ready because Elsie about to pour y'all up.
Choose your ex wisely. Whoever you're dating is going to be an ex. Choose them wisely. And for Ready to Love, why does the ex's opinion even matter? They're an ex for a reason. They shouldn't even know who's coming up next. Because what? Their time has passed.
And just like their time has passed, so has ours. And these are the days of our lives. No, truly. Anyways, before y'all leave, do us a favor. Please hit the like button. Share with a friend if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. There's membership going around, child. I got to get these mods in order but you know what? I really haven't had so many mods because y'all been so great in the chat. That's why I love y'all. Y'all my peoples. Y'all be so great. Y'all know how to drink responsibly, and I like that. Okay, I like that. If you are watching this on the playback, please leave the comments. Let us know what you thought about this episode. If the right person went home, or if you wish somebody else went home. Hell, if you wish it was a lady going home. If you agree that LC should bring a lady on her ex date, let us know. Let us know down in the comments. And until next time, y'all have a great and safe night. Behave this weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Be good. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we love you. All right. Have a nice one. Bye bye.